Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a comparison between the older Roborock S8 Pro Ultra, it's on sale for $1,000 right now, and the brand new Roborock S8 Max V Ultra. It's retailing for $1,800, so is it worth the upgrade? I'm going to show you, we're going to see how well each one cleans and talk about the differences. So these robots have a lot in common, but let's take a look at the base stations. So here on the Max V, this is the dirty water tank. We can see it's quite a bit larger. Over here, the dirty water tank, it's a little bit smaller, but here it is. We have a clean water tank and a clean water tank right here. Now on the S8 right here, this is the dust bin. So this is when it auto empties, you're going to be changing this dust bag once in a while. It's very easy to change, but it's right here on top. On the Max V, it's underneath this container right here. So pull this lid off, very easy, and there's your dust bag. Now the Max V also has a solution container. So you're going to put concentrated Roborock solution right in here. It's going to mix it with the clean water to give you the proper strength inside your robot. Both of them will wash the mop pad, but the Max V is going to use hot water, whereas this just uses whatever temperature the room water is. The Max V is going to dock itself and do everything. It's going to charge it, auto empty, and wash the mop. Whereas over here on the S8 Pro Ultra, to wash the mop, it's going to dock itself reverse. Wash the mop, then turn around, and then it's going to dock itself this way to charge and auto empty. So they both wash the mop about the same way. The Max V has a high-speed brush roller that's going to go back and forth. It's going to put hot water down here and then suck it up. And it also washes the side mop. Over here on the S8, it's got a high-speed brush also that's going to go back and forth and wash it and then suck up the dirty water. Now it auto empties through the brush roller and then it blows hot air right here. Over here, this one's going to auto empty through this port right here, and it still blows hot air on it to dry the mop pad after it's done. The Max V does have a better sensor. It's got AI 2.0 and it's got a camera on the front. You can use that camera to go around your house and take pictures and control it remotely, or it'll take pictures of the obstacles that it comes in contact with you. The S8 does not have a camera, but it has 3D avoidance. Now they both have LiDAR navigation. They both do a really good job of mapping your house. Now the Max V is about a ½ inch taller, right around 4 inches. The Max V also has a side brush that can move in and out, and this brush can go up and down. So they both have a dust bin that's going to collect all the dirt and debris that they pick up, and they also have an internal water tank that's going to fill up from the base station. Max V, there's the dust bin. Again, it's going to auto empty through this little side door that's spring loaded. There's the filter. Over here on the S8, here's its filters on top. It's a little bit different, and it empties back through the same port, so it's a little different. This one's going to auto empty through the back here. This little flap comes up, it comes right through here. This one empties, so it sucks everything up into this chamber, then it also auto empties back through and back through the roller and goes back into the dust bag. So a little different there. Now the charging ports are on the back side on the Max V, and it's going to fill the water tank right here. The S8 is going to fill the water tank right there. Okay, so they both have a flat mopping pad that they can raise and lower. This one also has a little side brush. This is the Max V. They both have dual brush rollers for sucking up the dirt and debris, drive wheels, side brush. Again, this moves in and out. Sensors for fall off, they both have the same, and a carpet sensor. This one's got like a little circle to sense when it's on carpet. I think this one's right here. It's a little bit different looking. Now the Max V can raise and lower this mop pad 10 or 20 millimeters. The S8 can raise and lower it 5 millimeters. Now they both utilize this sonic vibration. The whole pad doesn't move, but this part right here moves, and there's another one of those that moves right there. Same with over here. You got a part that moves, it vibrates back and forth. That's what does the mopping action. These mop pads are a little different, but they're just held on with Velcro. Again, the base stations are going to clean them with that high-speed brush. Once in a while, you will have to replace it. Super easy to replace. Lift it up, it slides off the track, and you can also put this in with your laundry and clean them once in a while. Okay, so it finished washing the mop. Now it's going to start cleaning. Okay, so the Max V Ultra is mopping and vacuuming at the same time. And it can really raise and lower that mop pad. And it can extend that side brush to get under kitchen cabinets. Now the MaxV also has a function when it senses a lot of dirt, it'll stop the vacuum and just mop that area. There, it's lifting the mop pad. Yeah, that 20 millimeters is really high. It's doing a good job vacuuming that carpet. All right, I've got this to where it's going to do 2 passes on those muddy paw prints. So it's sensing that cord on the ground there, and it's going to take a picture of it, and it's avoiding it. And here it's going to raise the mop pads when it senses carpet. It's doing a good job on those muddy paw prints. And again, if it's a really bad muddy area, it will turn the vacuum off and it'll just concentrate in that area mopping. I have seen that before. But it's got onboard sensors that, like the camera on the front has to sense enough dirt for it to do that. Now it's going back and forth the other way. First it went this way, now it's going back and forth this way. Yep, it's doing a good job. I think it's going to get those muddy paw prints. But I had some muddy paw prints earlier and it was a really big mess, and it turned the vacuum off and just went around and mopped that area for a while. There's a few streaks there, not too bad. For everyday mopping, this would work great. And it is putting water down on the floor. Okay, so it's all done. It's going to return to the dock, auto empty, and wash its mop and dry. It's already washed its mop pad, so now it's ready to go. So it has to undock itself to wash the mop. It's going to turn itself around. Now it's going to wash the mop, and then sometimes if it's previously washed it relatively soon, it doesn't do it again, but this time it is. So it's going to wash the mop, and then it's going to start cleaning.
Wash the mop.
Okay, now it's going to start cleaning the kitchen. A little bit louder. And it is going to auto sense that carpet and raise the mop pad. It just doesn't raise it quite as high. Alright, it's got the mop pad back down, and it's going to clean under the kitchen cabinets. Now again, in the app, it's going to show me live view where it's at. Now it noticed there's an obstacle there, but it doesn't take a picture. It just says it recognized an obstacle and it avoided it. Doing a pretty good job. Again, lifts the mop pad. It's going to vacuum the carpet. think did a pretty good job. I left a little bit of it, but it's got a second pass to make. And it does overlap a little bit. Yeah, there's still a little bit there. Okay, here it is cleaning it a second time. Second pass, it didn't quite get it all. Yep, still there a little bit. Starting to get it.
To dock for mop washing.
Okay, so it's all done. Now it's going to wash the mop. And auto empty. Again, it has to dock itself one way, then turn around to auto empty. Before it docks, I just want to show you.
Dustbin removed.
You know, it did get quite a bit of the stuff in there. Okay, let's sit down and have a talk about them. You know, we've got such a huge price difference. They have made several improvements. Let's go over my scoring. Just did this on May 6th. It got a 97. That's pretty high. I dinged it really hard on price, $1,800. I think that's all I dinged it on. So it's a good vacuum. Okay, I was super hard. So I just started out reviewing robots. This was one of my first ones. And again, I have really high expectations. So I gave it a C. I think it might be a little bit better than a C. I might consider this a B robot, just because I was pretty hard on it, but it really struggled. You know, it doesn't lift the mop pads, only 5 millimeters, which, you know, and it is kind of loud. Price back then was $1,600. It's $1,000. So I would definitely give it a 5 now. That would bump it up definitely in the B range. And its obstacle avoidance was, you know, it was a 2, which this time it did seem a little bit better. So again, I've got detailed videos on both of these, but the MaxV, my setup videos where I go through all the app and show you everything about it. Okay, let's rattle them off. $1,800, $1,000. Big price difference. 10,000 PA or pascals of suction, 6,000. So you can see quite a bit more suction. 5 millimeter lift, 20 millimeter lift. That is pretty amazing. They both have 2 brush rollers. Dirt detect. I have seen this dirt detect work. It doesn't work every time, but when it does, it's pretty cool. AI 2.0 on the brand new one. It does work. It does have a better sensor on the front. You can turn that picture taking. If you don't want that, you can turn that off. Now, the thing I love about Roborock's parts availability. Their parts are always available. Roborock does a good job. Their parts, their OEM parts are available on Amazon. They're also aftermarket third party, but I like that you can get the aftermarket part or the Roborock parts directly from them on Amazon. Now, cleaning the base stations, the S8s do tend to be a little bit trickier. That brush roller that moves back and forth, you know. And I did find the S8 MaxV Ultra, those things are very, the arm that comes out and that thing that goes up and down, those things are very fragile. Now, I haven't broken them or anything, but when I was messing around with them, they just seemed very fragile. Now, something I did notice, the MaxV Ultra, I never really saw that arm extend too much. You know, I know they really promoted that a lot, and maybe I've been through the settings. I thought I had everything turned on. I just don't ever really see it extend a whole lot. So, you know, bigger water tanks, auto detergent. That's nice. Where here you have to add a cap, almost a cap and a half to the clean water each time, which it's easy to do, but I like having the auto detergent. My biggest piece of advice, put these things on a schedule. It's easier to go up and tell it to stop cleaning than to start cleaning. You know, if you're just going to try to remember to go up and hit the clean button, you won't. And then this thing's just kind of sit there. Put them on a schedule. If it's bothering you, then you can go up and tell it to dock itself or through the app. So would I spend $1,800 on the Ultra? You know, if I did, it's a good vacuum. I don't know that I would. That's a tough sell. Would I spend $1,000? I think there's better ones out there. You know, again, Roborock is nice and their parts availability and they do work and I don't have any problems with them and they have good customer support. So a lot of that goes in there. If I didn't have a lot of obstacles for it to go around, like if I didn't have pets or if I didn't have to worry about that, having a waste on the floor, you know, then yeah, that's a pretty good price for $1,000. But the Eufy X10 Pro Omnis, it's $800 and it's on sale for $650 sometimes. So, and that's my upstairs robot that's doing all the work in the upstairs right now. But this one is a nice one. But again, that's a big price point. $1,800. Wow. I just can't get over it. I bet. Wait, they do go on sale. So again, they're on Amazon a lot. Wait for the Amazon events, definitely around Christmas and holidays. And Amazon has Prime days off and on. So these should be, you know, it should be going on sale. Again, I am an affiliate with Amazon. If you click on the link, the product won't cost you anymore, but I do get a small commission from the sale. It is a way of supporting my channel. That way I can buy these robots with my own money and then give you an honest review. I'm not tied to anything for these.